Stop walking right now. No, seriously. What if I told you that everything you've been taught about staying healthy after 60 is completely wrong? For decades, walking has been treated like the gold standard for senior fitness. Doctors recommend it. Your friends swear by it. And maybe you've even convinced yourself that if you just walk enough, you'll stay strong. But here's the truth most people never hear. A groundbreaking study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine analyzed over 15,000 participants and discovered something that shocked the entire fitness world. It found that isometric exercises, simple, wall-based workouts, reduce the risk of cardiovascular events by an incredible 36% more than traditional walking. Let that sink in. That's not a small improvement. That's a life-changing difference. Think about it. You could spend 45 minutes walking around your neighborhood, or you could spend 15 minutes using a wall in your own living room and get better results. And the science doesn't stop there. Research published in the Mayo Clinic Proceedings revealed that isometric wall exercises improved systolic blood pressure by an average of 8.2 mmHg. Walking, only 3.1 mmHg. That's nearly triple the benefit. In less than half the time, it gets even more unbelievable. A Japanese study tracking more than 2,000 adults over age 60 found that those who performed regular wall exercises had a 42% lower rate of falls compared to those who only walked. How can leaning against a wall possibly beat walking? Here's why. Wall exercises create something called isometric tension. Your muscles work intensely without moving through a range of motion. That kind of muscle activation triggers unique stress in the fibers, stress that walking simply cannot replicate. And for people over 60, this is pure gold, because it improves bone density, protects joint health, strengthens balance, it's good, and rebuilds the kind of functional strength you need for everyday life. But now listen carefully, because this is where things get truly fascinating. The number one exercise on this list is so powerful that a study from Harvard Medical School found it reduced biological age markers by an average of 4.7 years. Yes, 4.7 years younger. At a cellular level, from one simple wall exercise that takes less than 2 minutes, stick around, because I promise you exercise number one will change everything you believe about fitness after 60. Before we begin, comment below your age and where you're watching from. We read and reply to every single comment, so drop yours now. Now let us begin with exercise number 8 and work our way up to the most powerful one. Exercise number 8. Wall calf raises. Let's start with an exercise that looks ridiculously simple, but delivers results that will shock you. The wall calf raise is one of the best secret weapons for building lower leg strength and improving circulation. And before you dismiss it as too easy, listen to this. A study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology examined calf strength in adults over 60 and found that participants who performed regular calf exercises improved ankle stability by 28% in just 8 weeks. That matters because ankle stability is the foundation of everything you do on your feet. Walking upstairs, getting out of a chair, stepping over curbs, avoiding falls. It all begins with strong calves and stable ankles. Here's how to do it properly. Stand facing the wall about 1 foot away. Place both palms flat against the wall at shoulder height, feet hip-width apart, toes pointing forward. Now slowly rise onto your toes, lifting your heels as high as possible. Hold at the top for 2 full seconds, then lower down slowly, controlled over 3 to 4 seconds. That slow lowering is the secret, because it creates what's called an eccentric contraction, and that's where real muscle building happens. Research from the University of Connecticut found eccentric movements increased muscle protein synthesis by 47% more than exercises. Without the slow lowering phase, aim for 15 reps in 3 sets, resting 30 seconds between sets. And here's an extra benefit that most people don't realize. Your calves act like a second heart. They contract, they help pump blood back up toward your core. A study in the European Journal of Applied Physiology found calf exercises improved venous return by 31% in older adults, meaning less swelling, better circulation, and healthier legs overall. Now let's move to something even more powerful. Exercise number 7. Wall marches. This one will wake up your hip flexors and challenge your balance in the best way possible. Wall marches may look like simple knee lifts, but they're a game changer. Your hip flexors lift your legs with every step you take. The problem is most people over 60 have hip flexors that are tight and weak at the same time. A study in the American Journal of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation found that 63% of adults over 60 had clinically significant hip flexor weakness. And that weakness leads directly to shuffling, poor walking mechanics, and increased fall risk. Here's how to do wall marches correctly. Stand with your back flat against the wall, feet about 6 inches away. Press your lower back into the wall and keep it there. Now lift your right knee toward your chest as high as you can. Hold 1 second at the top. Lower slowly. Then repeat on the left. That's 1 rep. The wall gives you stability so you can focus on the movement, but it also acts like a posture coach. If your lower back comes off the wall, you're compensating. That feedback trains proper alignment. And that matters because research published in the Archives of Physical Medicine found hip flexor strengthening reduced lower back pain by 34% in adults over 65. Aim for 20 marches total. 10 per leg, do 2 to 3 sets, resting 1 minute between. As you improve, hold each lift for 3 seconds instead of 1. But hips are only part of the puzzle. The next exercise targets something just as important. Exercise number 6. Wall slides. If you want healthy shoulders for life, pay attention. Wall slides are what physical therapists call a corrective exercise. They undo the damage modern life creates, because most adults over 60 develop rounded shoulders and a hunched upper back called kyphotic posture. And that leads to shoulder impingement, rotator cuff problems, and even breathing issues. A study in the Journal of Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy found that 71% of adults over 60 had some degree of kyphotic posture. Wall slides fight this directly. Here's how to do them. Stand with your entire back against the wall, feet about 6 inches away. Press your lower back, shoulder blades, and head against the wall. Now raise your arms into a goalpost position, elbows bent at 90 degrees. Elbows and backs of your hands should touch the wall. From here, slowly slide your arms upward overhead, then slide them back down. The wall forces your shoulder blades to move correctly along your rib cage. A study in the Scandinavian Journal of Medicine and Science in Sports found that just 4 weeks of wall slides improved shoulder mobility by an average of 19 degrees. Participants also reported a 53% reduction in shoulder discomfort during daily tasks. Key rule: maintain contact with the wall. If your elbows or hands lift off, you've gone too far. Aim for 10 reps and 2 sets daily. Now we move to an exercise that may be the most important one for preventing falls. Exercise number 5. Single leg wall stands. Balance isn't something you either have or don't have. Balance is a skill. You can train it at any age. This is one of the best exercises for people over 60 because the fall statistics are terrifying. According to the CDC, 1 in 4 Americans over 65 falls each year. Falls are the leading cause of injury-related death in older adults. But here's the good news. A systematic review in the Cochrane database found balance training reduced the rate of falls by 23%. Single-leg wall stands are simple but extremely effective. Here's the setup. Stand sideways next to a wall, right shoulder about 6 inches away. Place your right hand on the wall for support. Shift your weight to your left leg. Now lift your right foot off the ground slightly, bending the knee. Hold as long as you can, aiming for 30 seconds. Then switch sides. This trains your proprioception, your body's ability to sense position and movement. And proprioception declines naturally with age. A study in the Journal of Gerontology found proprioceptive accuracy decreases about 1% per year after age 55. But the same research found balance training could restore function to levels seen in people 15 years younger. The wall is your safety net. As you improve, progress to using fingertips only, then one finger, then no wall at all. Research from the University of Michigan found progressive balance training was 62% more effective than static training at reducing fall risk. Do this twice daily. Aim for 3 30-second holds per leg. Now let's build serious leg strength. Exercise number 4. Wall sits. Wall sits look easy till you try them. This exercise creates intense isometric tension, and research shows it's one of the best movements for strength and blood pressure control. A major study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine compared exercise types and their effects on blood pressure. The results were shocking. Wall sits reduced systolic blood pressure by 8.24 mmHg. Running reduced it by 4.49. Cycling reduced it by 4.08. Meaning, wall sits nearly doubled the cardiovascular benefit of these popular workouts. Here's proper form. Back against the wall. Slowly slide down until your thighs are paralleled, are as close as comfortable. Knees directly over ankles, not pushing forward past your toes. Hands can rest on thighs or hang by your sides. Now hold. Your quads will burn. That burn is exactly what you want, because your muscles are contracting hard without moving. Research in the European Journal of Applied Physiology found isometric training increased muscle fiber density by 17% more than dynamic exercises in older adults. Start with 10 seconds if you need to. Add 5 seconds each session. Work toward 1-minute holds. Do 3 holds with 90 seconds rest between. Study in the Journal of Human Hypertension found 3 sets of 2-minute wall sits. 3 times weekly, lowered blood pressure by about 10 systolic and 5 diastolic after 8 weeks. Now we add motion to take it up another level. Exercise number 3. Wall squats. Now we're entering the powerhouse exercises. Wall squats combine stability with real strength building, and for people over 60, that combination is priceless. Squatting is one of the most important functional movements you can train. It's the exact pattern used for sitting down and standing up. But many seniors avoid it because they fear falling or knee pain. The wall removes both fears. Study in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity followed adults over 60 doing supported squats for 12 weeks. Results: leg strength increased by 32%, chair riseability improved by 41%, daily activity difficulty dropped by 28%. Here's how to do a wall squat. Place an exercise ball or pillow between your lower back and the wall. Feet shouldered width apart, about 18 inches from the wall. Lower slowly by bending your knees, letting the ball roll. Go down as far as comfortable. Pause 1 second at the bottom. Then push through your heels to stand back up. The ball reduces friction and supports your lower back. If you don't have one, you can still do it just less smoothly. Depth matters less than control. Research from the Journal of Strength and Conditioning found partial squats still produced 83% of the strength gains of full depth squats. Aim for 12 reps and 3 sets, resting 60 seconds between. Now let's hit your core. Exercise number 1. Wall push-ups. This is it. The most powerful wall exercise for people over 60, and the one Harvard Medical School found could reduce biological age markers by 4.7 years. Wall push-ups deserve the top spot because they train your chest, shoulders, triceps, and core all at once, while staying gentle on your joints. A study in the Journal of Gerontology tracked participants performing push-up variations for 16 weeks. The results were incredible. Upper body strength increased by 44%. Bone mineral density in arms and shoulders increased by 3.8%. Functional ability improved by 31%, but Harvard's research was the real jaw-dropper. Scientists measured DNA methylation, one of the strongest markers of cellular aging, and participants who performed regular pushing exercises showed a reversal of biological age markers averaging 4.7 years. That means their cells look nearly 5 years younger, just from consistency. Here's how to do the perfect wall push-up. Stand facing the wall at arm's length, hands slightly wider than shoulders, at chest height, feet together, body straight. Slowly bend your elbows and lower your chest toward the wall. Keep elbows at a 45-degree angle. When your nose almost touches the wall, push back. Key rule: stay rigid like a plank. No sagging hips, no drooping head. Your entire body moves as one unit. Activates the core and makes this exercise so powerful. The American College of Sports Medicine found push-up angle directly changes resistance. Wall push-ups use about 30% of your body weight, progress to a countertop about 40%, then a chair, then eventually floor push-ups, which use about 64%. Aim for 15 reps and 3 sets, resting 60 seconds between. A study in the Journal of Applied Physiology found training frequency was the strongest predictor of strength gains in older adults. Those training 3 times per week gained 52% more strength than those training once weekly. And there you have it. 8 wall exercises that research proves are more effective than walking for people over. Next, from calf raises that improve circulation, 2 push-ups that can literally make your cells younger. Walking is not useless, but walking alone is not enough. These exercises build strength, stability, balance, and protection against aging in a way walking simply cannot. And the best part? You don't need a gym. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't even need to leave your house. All you need is a wall and 15 minutes a day. These aren't opinions. These are peer-reviewed findings from respected medical journals. So here's my challenge for you. Pick 3 exercises from this list and commit to doing them every day for the next 30 days. Set a reminder. Mark your calendar. Make it non-negotiable. Because in 1 month, you'll feel stronger, steadier, and more confident in your body. And remember the wall push-up. The one that made participants 4.7 years younger at the cellular level? That could be you. Those people weren't athletes. They were regular adults, just like you. They simply stayed consistent. So which of these 8 wall exercises are you going to try first? Drop a comment below and tell me. I read every single comment, and I'd love to know which one surprised you the most. And now, tell us, have you ever tried wall exercises before? Or are you starting today? What results are you hoping to achieve? Share your experience in the comments. Hey, we love hearing from you. Thanks for watching.